Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Today we're going to be talking about some net neutrality fails. Of course, big business is taking over everything. They have bought and sold our entire FCC, and Asia Shut Your Pie Hole keeps on voting to give them more and more and more and more power. And of course, everything's going to be perfectly the same. It's so much better for us. So I found just 3, and these ones here aren't super major big deals, but they are the start of that slippery slope that just brings us tumbling on down the track. And they all have to deal with wireless carriers. So Comcast Xfinity Mobile. So this is actually a subcontract through Verizon, but you can buy for $45 a month. You can buy their unlimited plan. In fact, last time I called Comcast to say, hey, your stupid internet ain't working, they kept on trying to sell me their Xfinity Mobile. It's like, hey, moron, I don't want to use your internet, let alone use anything else by you where there's actually competition. Why anybody buys this crap is so far beyond me. They should have a checkup from the neck up. But anyway, despite paying $45 for unlimited internet, your internet is going to be throttled at 720p videos to 480p. So you can only watch videos at 480p on your phones. If you want to get back up to 720p, guess what you got to do? Cash out a little bit more, pay some more. And of course they released an email about this. Is a Reddit thread where they were kind of discussing this email, but pretty much that's all they're doing is they've come out and they said, hey, this is what we're going to do. You want to get full speed again? Got to pay. This is exactly what we've been saying is going to happen. It's going to be the point where we get to this. We get these things coming up, and all that's going to happen here is we're going to have more and more and more things pulled out of our services. Pretty soon it's going to be, oh, you can't do YouTube anymore unless you pay. Or you can't do this unless you pay. You can't do that unless you pay extra. This is the beginning of that slippery slope. Comcast has started doing it. Spectrum has started to do it. Spectrum Mobile probably contracted to the same thing. Of course, they both have very similar websites, very similar system. Also $45 per line or $14 per gigabyte that you use. Of course, if you come over here and you check this out, hey, DVD quality video streaming is supported. Video typically streams at 480p. So despite being unlimited, you can actually only get this at 480p, which probably for a smartphone is probably okay. Again, they're just pulling this out. Now, these are both your resellers. Of course, AT&T pulled out their streaming service so they can start pushing some other things. And after AT&T made all this big deal about this issue, like the reason they were allowed to buy Time Warner is because their argument said we are going to be able to reduce prices. In fact, that's exactly what the court said, is that what they said, let's see, 2 months ago, AT&T said in a court filing that buying Time Warner would allow it to lower prices. U.S. Department of Justice tried to stop the merger, arguing it would raise prices for consumers, but a federal judge sided with AT&T, and the merger was completed on June 15th. Okay. So here we have a little argument here. The evidence overwhelmingly showed that this merger is likely to enhance competition substantially. How does merging two big media giants increase competition? It doesn't decrease it, because it will enable the merged company to reduce prices, the innovative video products, and compete more effectively against increasingly powerful vertically integrated FANG, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, none of which are ISPs, you morons. They told the district judge who had just recently cashed his $700 billion check from AT&T, well, after all that big hoopla, now they're raising their service by $5 per month, despite promising in court it would be lowering prices. $5 increase will go into effect July 26 for new companies and varies for existing customers based on their billing date. $5 increase will be affect all DirecTV Now tiers except the Spanish TV package, AT&T told ours. That means DirecTV packages will now cost $35, $50, $60, $70 a month, going up to $40, $55, $65, and $75. Yay for our Supreme Court that just is completely siding with AT&T. Let's all give them a round of applause. This is the beginning of the decline of the net as we know it. Companies are buying these up. they have the ability now to, now they have complete monopolies over their areas. Now they can jack up the prices all they want. $5 going from $35 to $40 is significant, which, by the way, not nearly as significant as I got, because a year ago I was only paying $30 or $40 a month for internet, and they jacked that up. I'm paying $90 a month for internet now. My fee for the internet more than doubled in a 12-month period of time, and I can do nothing about it because I have a monopoly. There is no other internet provider I can get. I have to pay what they say to pay. That's it, period. And it has more than doubled. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So if you'd like to help support the channel, check out the PayPal, or excuse me, there's PayPal link on my channel at switchtolinux.com/support. Check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/TomM, or you can pick up stuff from Amazon. If you buy from anything from Amazon, consider using my Amazon affiliate link. That will actually help to mitigate my now $90 a month for crappy internet that dies every once in a while. That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts, folks? Let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Switched to Linux. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out the links at the top. There is another video over here. You can check out our Patreon page down here. And you can check out shop.switchtolinux.com for information on a t-shirt like this or some other designs. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.